Hi guys, so I absolutely love this hobby of miniatures, whether it's painting miniatures, making dioramas, or just playing the games. I absolutely love everything to do with obviously, well, miniatures, because that's what my channel's all about, and that's what I do. And my name's John, and hello. But yeah, the one thing I have to say I absolutely love about this whole hobby, it's kind of come around because of having a YouTube channel, and that is because, well, I get sent things to play with. And yet, I am a big kid, and I am going to say I play with these things, even though a lot of these things are, well, they're tools that we use to, well, make things and do things and make the whole hobby so much more enjoyable and a whole new experience. And I say, having a YouTube channel has meant I'm a very lucky person. I get sent stuff like this. And as you can see, this is a Creality Falcon A1 laser engraver. Now, I've used laser engravers quite a bit over the last, well, a good couple of years. Absolutely love them. And I still can't believe they let people like me have a laser in their house. So this turned up, and obviously, as you can see, very eager to get this out. This is where I will say, though, as you can see, yeah, I had a bit of a struggle. Obviously, if I was doing this normally, I would have just put this on the floor and pulled the thing out. But obviously, as I'm filming it, and I wanted to film it in one go, yeah, I was kind of determined this thing was was coming out one way or the other. Again, when you're filming stuff, it really does it really does make a big impact on what you're doing. As in, you have to keep changing camera angles and all the rest of it. And what I don't like doing that. I just want to film myself having fun, doing what I'm doing. So as you can see, I kept persevering. So if I just put this on the floor, I could have just pulled this thing out in one simple hit. But it was like, no, I've started, so I'll finish, and there we go. But as you can see, absolutely glorious looking thing. This get out of the way box. Yeah, it looks fantastic, and something I really love about it, it's got orange screens on it. Guys, yeah, my favourite colour is orange. Orange just makes me feel happy. Yeah, there we go, it's done. But yeah, things. This is what again I love about this whole hobby as well. Over the last few years, things are getting easier and easier to use. And whether it's a 3D printer, laser engraver, whatever it is, obviously technology is moving along leaps and bounds, which is just awesome. So yeah, we get to play with new things that keep coming out. Obviously, something I love doing, and that's putting off the film and these. This one, the sneaky little buggers, yeah, they screwed the handle over the film. So yeah, I had to take the handle off to be able to pull that off. But that's one thing I love about these things. I'll get sent things for free to play with, have a go at, and give feedback on. So yeah, when these turn up, they are obviously brand new, out of the box. Pull all the film off. Absolutely love them. Ignore what you can see in there, because obviously I filmed this after actually using this. Sometimes things are filmed out of sequence, but hey ho. But yeah, absolutely glorious thing. And the great thing with this is it's used straight out of the box. There's no messing about, and that's what I always say. I love plug and play. They also sent me some plyboard. Is it plyboard? Some wood to do obviously some laser engraving with. And when I say things are getting simpler, even the software is getting simpler. I used to use something called Lightburn, which you have to pay for. But this stuff, it's a free software. It's online, and it deals with all of Creality's printers, which is just great. And then it's a case of dragging and dropping. So you'd have seen me use this box design quite a few times. Very modular, because obviously I've left gaps in it so you can put magnets, so the whole thing just sort of slots together. But when things are getting easier, you can type in or tap in what wood you're using, and you can also tell it whether you want to engrave something or cut something. So it does all the speeds and everything itself. Which if you've seen one of my previous videos where I cut some wood, obviously I had to set in too high. The wood didn't burn, but the edges of it were brown, and it got all over my fingers. Oh, my hands were a right mess. But this is where I say things are getting so much simpler. Yeah, you tell this what you want it to do, and it gives you all the right settings. And again, a couple of buttons to push, and away it goes. Obviously, this is speeded up a little bit, but yeah, this thing. When I say it's simple to use, it really is. So if you ever thought about getting into laser engraving, but thought, oh, it'd be too difficult to sort of learn how to do things, this one is just absolutely amazing. It really is simple. Say straight out of the box. Once you get it out of the box, there's no setting up. There's no screwing bits together. This literally is straight out of the box. And this is what happens. You get things laser cut, perfect angles, perfect everything. And it doesn't come off. Honestly, guys, if you haven't seen my last video where I use the a laser engraver, yeah, go check that out. But it was a Creality one as well. But yeah, I had the laser setting way too high, burnt the material on the edges, and made my fingers as black as anything. So yeah, everything's come out perfectly. So this design I've used, this is over on my Patreon page, as well as obviously thanking everyone for being patrons. And you say I've made quite a few boxes with this. So it's a nice, simple design, slots together really, really well, nice and compact, nice and secure. And say there are bits in here where you can put magnets, so you can stack these. Or I want to try and do a design where I can put magnets in the side. So as well as stacking these like on top of each other, they'll also join to each other from the sides as well. So guys, yeah, there's links down below to Creality and all their wonderful stuff. I say, honestly, guys, if you ever thought about getting a laser engraver, now is definitely a time to get involved. They're a lot cheaper and say so much easier to use. And obviously, I like making these little display boxes. Well, just that they are a way of not displaying your miniatures, but keeping them all together. So say I am starting to play. Well, I haven't yet because this is the first team that I've made with Blood Bowl. I do need to paint another team. So for the backgrounds, yeah, I'm not 3D printing anything on this one. This is purely all going to be laser engraved. So what I've done, so these files you'll be able to get, I'll leave a link to these as well. These aren't by me. These are by someone else who slipped my mind. But I will leave a link down below and I might pop it on the screen who they're by. So what I did with these is rather than obviously 3D printing them, I've taken a snapshot of them as in the picture. And then I've turned that to grayscale. And then again, just dragged and dropped into this Canva Real Easy software. And again, so rather than settings, all you got to do is change it so that it's going to be laser engraving. So rather than cutting all the way through, it's just going to go like obviously a certain depth. And that's exactly what obviously it's done here. This is something I need to do more of though. I don't really do a lot of laser engraving. I like my laser engraver to cut, because obviously it cuts wood perfectly. So this one I'm using, it's a 10-watt one, but still cuts this 3mm board real easy. I do have other ones that are like 40-watt or whatever. So this 10-watt is more than enough to cut this material. But I thought it didn't look deep enough. So again, this is where obviously it's fun to have a bit of a play. I went in, changed the settings. So all I did was slowed the laser engraver down. Didn't change the intensity of it, the power of it. I just slowed it down by a whole lot. And as you can see, it's kind of like it has burnt the wood. But again, this isn't coming off on my hands, so it hasn't really burnt it. It's just gone a lot deeper. And as you can see, the depth in it is a lot deeper. But it almost looks like this would, well, kind of like I don't really need to paint it. But I do paint it because obviously I want it to be a lighter colour than it is. But this is where I say it is fun to sort of mess about with settings just so you can see what kind of results you get. So it hasn't gone all the way through, which is good, but it has gone nice and deep. And yeah, that's just me just showing it's not coming off. Honestly, guys, if you saw my last video, my hands, they was black as anything. And then because I was using glue, yeah, my hands got black, glued, and the stuff didn't come off for ages. So everything just slots in real nice. There's a little bit of a gap at the back by about 1mm or so. That's because I wanted it snug, but not obviously too snug. And then it's just a case of gluing it in place. Obviously, because it's wood, I'm using good old PVA glue. It takes a little while to dry, but obviously it's nice because you can put things in and then move them around. And there we go. So you love how it looks. As I say, the laser engraving, it really has gone in nice and deep. I do need to mess about because you can obviously really make things look like different depths with the laser engraver. I just need to mess about with some settings for that. So I primed it in brown, dry brushed it in white, and this is where we are now. And then, yeah, it did feel weird though, because obviously it was kind of like a nice brown, and there's me making it lighter to then make it darker. But yeah, the brown it was a little bit too dark for kind of what I wanted. So yeah, good old primer it, and then dry brush white, and then yeah, just going over with just good old speed paints here, just because obviously they'll really sort of soak in nicely. Yeah, as in regards to soaking in, it did go on really well. I only did one sort of one coat of the paint, so it didn't like the wood didn't soak it in too much. I think obviously the primer helped a little bit there. But yeah, definitely love the colours that I'm using. So I've used the speed paints there for the sort of wooden beams, and then using the Green Stuff World Intensity ink, because this one is obviously it's a lot more translucent. So you really will be able to see obviously the wood underneath. Again, apologies guys. This is where it's like I love what I do. So this for me, even though this is how I earn my money, this isn't a job. I sometimes forget I am filming because I'm just enjoying what I'm doing. Um, so yeah, apologies for that little bit where you couldn't see what I'm doing, but obviously now you can. So say this is a lot lighter color, and yeah, again, it goes on really well. I love it. So with the board that I made a recent video, you'll see like these signs at the back. So I thought, yeah, I want to have a sign at the back of this one. And yeah, I found this lovely little sign. Dick Dastardly and Muttley. I used to love watching them as a kid. So I thought, yeah, they'll do. They can go on the back of this. And yeah, works perfectly. So the board that I've got, as you can see, I used two different types of green to get the old green striped look. And that's exactly what I want for the display board. So obviously the display board is going to have the kill team, not kill teams, it's going to have Blood Bowl teams on it. So I want it to look like the board. So because I'm going to put the grass down, fortunately I kept the little bit of round discs that were cut out from the from this thing, so I could put them back in. So when I do put the glue on, and then the sort of fake grassy stuff, I'm not going to get into where the miniatures are going to go, because otherwise that could cause problems and make it so the miniatures don't actually slot in. So everything's got PVA glue on it, and yeah, I'm just so say with the this fake grass I'm using, it is the cheaper of the ones because it is made from sawdust. So it's not going to stand up on end. But this is what I use in the board. I like it. Yeah, job done. So two different colours there. Just because I've used the two different colours on the board. Again, trying to make this look sort of similar to the board. And then these discs, I really thought they were going to come out easy. Unfortunately, I think the PVA glue obviously had seeped down the sides just a little bit. So some of them didn't come out as easy as others. In fact, some were a right old pain. As you can see, yeah, I gave up on that one for the video. Went on to another one, or I will in a minute. Say perseverance. I do try and persevere quite a bit, but then sometimes it's like, yeah, let's move on. They obviously do all come out in the end. It is a case of giving them a bit of a wiggle, bit of brute force, and the rest of it. So just like with the board, yeah, I'm adding some white stripes to these. Again, just to make this really tie in to the board. So even though this will be sort of kept separate from the board, when I look at the miniatures, I know instantly these are for Blood Bowl, and my other ones are for, well, the kill teams. So they're the two games that I kind of play more than anything else. Obviously play D&D and Hero Quest. Yeah, I should make some of these for Hero Quest as well, because I don't think I've got any of these kind of display cases. So these work really, really well because it's nice, a nice visual thing to keep the miniatures all together and making them look good and in the surroundings that they're obviously going to be played in. And obviously, talking of surroundings, these are going to go on the Blood Bowl pitch. Oh yeah, I'm just going to show you. I'm going to do the white line at the back. So the masking tape I'm using, it's a very low tact one, so it doesn't really stick that much, but it's great to obviously put an edge when you're doing the white bit. And there we go. That's how it's come out. So nice and simple, all laser cut with the Creality Falcon A1. Links down below, guys. Go check it out. Because honestly, having a laser engraver, it's one of those things that I never thought I would need. Well, I never even thought about really. But then when I had one, there's so many things you will do with this. You'll almost sort of go out your way to keep using it, because obviously you can use it for these display boxes. I've made MDF terrain for kill teams and all the rest of it. There's a ton of things these can do. And honestly, when you've got one, you'll be using it. You'll be using it tons because they are just amazing. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave comments, all that fun stuff. Yeah, let me know what you thought of this video, what you might want to see me make in the future, or any questions about the laser engraver. So I've been using them now for a couple of years and absolutely love them. They are fantastic. Okay guys, another video on the screen. Give that a click, see more of what I do. You guys all take care. See you in the next one. Bye for now.